Hey, what are you reading?
I just finished the book called The Bean Trees.
Is it any good?
It is really good. It shows superiority among single mothers and challenges they face throughout the novel.
So the book's main theme is about just single women?
You might want to relax a bit because I'm going to explain somewhat of the story of the book, and I will talk about the main theme and symbolism that are also presented in the novel.
I'm going to enjoy this.
In the novel, The Bean Trees by Barbara Kingsolver, the dominant theme in my opinion is that of motherhood. Throughout the novel there are many official and unofficial mothers that have a great impact on the storyline. The main unofficial mother is the protagonist Taylor Greer. There is a lot of irony involving Taylor's motherhood. Taylor has avoided pregnancy her whole life and suddenly she is given an Indian child. While passing through a town, Taylor is suddenly a new mother, and unlike most normal mothers, she didn't have 9 months to come around the idea of having a child. Taylor is not prepared but is committed to child once it is under her possession. The first step of motherhood was shown when Taylor decided to name or nickname the child Turtle. The changing of names is a motif in the story, so many characters choose or have to change their names to have a new start. Taylor herself changes her name 3 times. Luann Ruiz is the mother of Dwayne Ray, and she becomes Taylor's roommate, best friend, and supporter. Luann became a single mother before she even had Dwayne Ray. Her husband Angel left her. Luann is the overcaring mother that always worries about everything. In a way, Taylor and Luann are complete opposite of each other, therefore they balanced out nicely. Luann is more of the concerned mother, who can't let go of their child. And Taylor is more carefree and lets Turtle and herself try new things. Sandy is a waitress and one of Taylor's first friends who is a single mother. She, like most of the mothers in the novel, tries to take care of her child as much as she can. At one point she agrees with Taylor's statement, "She's just somebody I got stuck with." In the novel there is not much information about Sandy and what type of mother she is, but with his agreement we can tell that Sandy's motherhood was unplanned just like Taylor's. The reader can tell that she is a caring mother that loves her child unconditionally, even though it was not what she wanted. Maddie is the owner of Jesus is Lord Used Tires, and in some ways a mother to all the refugees she helps out. She compares herself to a mother on many occasions in the book, like when she tells Taylor that in some way she is a grandmother, and that's how she gets her knowledge of children. Also she acts as a mother figure for Taylor, who is a foreigner who needs help. The only non-single mother is Esperanza. She was robbed of her motherhood by government people who stole her daughter Isman to get information from Stefan, Esperanza's husband, and Esperanza's commitment to others made her leave her child in order to save the lives of others. In this novel most of the women are all mothers in some way. Even though they all took different paths to get to motherhood, their unconditional love for their children is something they all seem to have in common.
That actually sounds good if I were a single mother.
Very funny. I bet you can't even think of any examples of what a good mother can do.
Really want to bet on it?
You're on.
A good mother helps their child set out on their own path, allowing the child to follow that path, regardless of the mother's desires, yet at the same time being there for the child to fall back on when that path seems too hard to follow. A good mother realizes that every child is not the same. She understands that children are not just an extension of or born to be a helper for their parent, but that each child is an individual in their own right. A good mother is willing to stand up for her own beliefs, and in doing so earn the right to have and keep her child's respect. So many mothers today do not have a firm belief system and set of values that they teach their children. Oftentimes they may say one thing and then do another. Boom. How do you like them apples? I bet you can't even think of one.
I'm a mother, did you forget? One of the hardest things a good mother must be willing to do is to show disapproval when she feels that the child has done something wrong, even though by doing so she may risk rejection from her child. Hearing a child say, "I hate you," is very difficult. But it is also important that children learn to follow the rules.
Okay, you have convinced me on reading this book. But now I'm going to call my mother to tell her I love her.
Told you women have more powers than you think.
Bye and thank you.
Saya, by Mitchell Bolderin, Ryan Ban, Moses Mariam, David Silva.